Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Blue and we are back with another video. This one is going to be about how to use your time effectively to get the best out of gear. What should I be doing? There's a little known secret that's starting to come out. I have finally become aware of it, but I know that there's probably a few of you that are not yet aware. So that's what we're going to be covering in this video. Hope you guys enjoy it. Take it easy. Peace. Alright everybody, so we are going to be covering Blue. What do I need to be doing? I want to be doing more damage in my raid. I want to just be pushing it the most I can. I don't want to be hindering the guild. They're pressuring me to do more damage. What do? I can't do it. You guys, this expansion has been completely different than every expansion, and a lot of people are still not waking up to what do I need to be doing. You know, you guys are doing the old school stuff, and I have been doing the old school stuff and it's just not working, right? I'm not getting stuff out of my weekly vault. This is just terrible. What do I do? So what we're going to do is we're going to give you the steps of what you should be doing. We're going to be doing it as if you're in a new character. But this is going to be very important for those like myself that are in a raiding guild that probably have not yet started. So what we're talking about, of course, here you can tell we are in front of the PvP vendors, you guys. This is the PvP world. Shadowlands is PvP, you guys. Have you ever noticed you've been in a raid and you start plugging somebody, he's got some crap ton of item level, he comes in and he's got full PvP gear and he starts wrecking the place. This is the only expansion that has ever happened, right? Usually PvP comes in doing minimal damage, just trying to get some nice trinkets and so forth, and then they leave, right? That is not the case. If you are a PvP, you are on top of the world right now, okay, you guys? So we need to get with it. I do have a link in the description, by the way, if you're new to PvP. I am. I figured out the best way to increase your rating, so I would go ahead and check out that video. But let's go ahead and forth. So I have a new character, Blue. What do I need to do? All right, first of all, let's introduce you to, I don't know his name, this guy. He is going to sell you PvP gear for honor, right? Honor, endless farmable material, very easy. So what you need to be doing is you need to be buying these PvP gear, okay? What I would suggest, by the way, is getting the PvP trinkets. Not necessarily first, but you do want to be getting the PvP trinkets from this guy here. So eventually, when you feel like it, get PvP trinkets from this individual. So anyways, how do I get honor? What's the best way for me to get honor? Well, go ahead and do quick match, do random battlegrounds, right? It's going to reward you with 300 honor. This is a big chunk of honor, and it's also going to give you 40 conquests. As you see here, there's a conquest bar here. Very important for further down the road. So anything that's giving you some conquest now, really, really juicy stuff. Now, what is so good about random battlegrounds? It's not really giving me a lot of honor, Blues. So do I need to be doing so many battlegrounds? Yes. The reason is, in Battlegrounds, at the end of Battlegrounds, you have a chance of getting loot. What is the loot? Well, it's stuff that you're going to find in this vendor. All right? It's free stuff. You're going to be getting free stuff. So you don't even need to be, if you want, you can save your honor. It's not really necessary to do that, though, because you doing some Battlegrounds, you will get a crap one of honor. But you will be getting gear. So while you're getting honor, farming honor to buy gear, you will start collecting gear along the way. And that is great, okay? So now we're geared out. Our item level's pretty good, right? I'm getting pretty close. My item level's up there. What do we do with this PvP gear? Well, we can go ahead and upgrade it. Check this out. Let me go to my PvP stuff. Check this out. I got some gear I can rank up. You currently can rank up your pieces to level 7, all right? And it's going to cost more honor to do so. So level 7, by the way, is going to be 197 gear. So you are a fresh tune, and you got yourself up all the way to 197. So you are popping off, right? You're doing really, really good. So let's talk about something else. So now we made it to the next step. And you can start doing these mismatch in order when you can, because look at this middle vendor. This is the man right here, Zosorg. He will sell you items with Conquest. Depending on when you're watching this video, we are always maxed out at Conquest, you guys. Each week, the max amount of Conquest we can get is increased, all right? So depending on when you're watching this, especially if you're doing an alt, This is going to be great for you because you can buy so much gear with Conquest, and this gear is the ticket to be really doing some good damage. All right. Now, what I would suggest is you do want to buy your weapon. Okay, this is the biggest chunk of our Conquest. Buy your weapon. You know, you're going to be off. And these gears, by the way, these are they start at 200 item level. So you're going to have a jump up already from your standard PvP gear to Conquest. Now you're going to be doing really good. Now, what I suggest to transition yourself, once you start getting a good amount of PvP gear, you're feeling confident, you need to start doing raided anything, okay? Raided arenas, 2v2s, 3v3s, whatever you feel confident in, raided battlegrounds. Go ahead, you need to do this to increase your gear, you guys. Now, what I would suggest for you to do is you need to at least get 1600 rating. Now, if you're not confident in that, be like, Blue, this video is just bad. I can't do it. I can't get 1600 rating. Yes, you can. I've never done PvP before. I got to 1600 in 2 days, okay? 2 days. If you want to know how I did it, watch the video below in the section. I'll link to that, my strats and how I did it. Especially if you're not very confident in your class and your abilities, watch the video. Anyways, what does this do? What does getting my rating up do, Blue? Well, these gears that you buy, this gear that you buy from this individual, this 200, this can also rank up. Let me show you guys. So awesome. So I have, let's say, this neck piece. I'll put this in. This is normally a 200 piece. You can see that this as well can increase in item level. All right? 1600 will get you 213 gear, and this will cost you honor, by the way. This will get you 213 gear. With 213 gear, if you have a lot of 213 gear, this will give you the opportunity now to start doing Heroic Raid. Possibly Mythic Raid. Okay? You probably, damage might not be there for Mythic Raid. You probably need to replace some trinkets, some rings, some neck, so forth. Okay? So far, we've only been talking about PvP. Get your rating up to 1600. Once your rating is at least 1600, what do I do now? Well, now we finally start talking about PvE content. Like I said, jump into heroic raids, start getting specific BIS stats. You can see this is my PvE. You're going to see here mythic loot, or into vault loot, my PvE item, my PvE item, PvE or PvP items. These are all PvP. I'm sorry, showing PvP. You can see this is all my PvP gear. 215, and a lot of it is PvE stuff, okay? So just showing you how important it is. So go in your heroic raids, go in your mythic raids if you can get there, to start switching out your PvP gear for better stats for PvE content, because the stats for PvP probably aren't going to be that great. Now, with that said, we can finally transition in Mythic Plus. I would not suggest, I would highly, no, cross it out, do not do Mythic Plus until you have at least 1600 rating and you got some good gear that you can upgrade. The reason why Mythic Plus is the worst, it's the biggest time sink for zero reward, very minimal reward. When you go in Mythic Plus, it is very difficult to obtain any gear at all, first of all. If you complete a key, there's only going to be 2 pieces that drop, and those 2 pieces that drop might not be your best in slots, it might not be anything, and it completely, definitely will not be good gear. The item level of the gear will be very, very low. This is the biggest difference between all the other expansions and this expansion, is that Mythic Plus is now no longer the way to get gear. So, if that's the case, then why am I suggesting it to you? Well, once you start getting 1600 rating, the things I suggest is either push your rating to 1800, and even when you do that, if you have the time to push your rating to 1800 and do keys, the reason is mythic dungeons, getting into 14 and 15 dungeons, which you can with 1600 rating and good gear, all your gear PvP up to 213, you will get the opportunity doing these dungeons for BIS 226 stat item. That is the only reason to do Mythic Plus this season, is for a chance to get a BIS 226 item to replace. These items right here are the only items that are going to replace your PvP gear, okay? Right now I'm like 1756 rating and PvP. So I'm getting ready to upgrade these to 220 stats. So these are going to be impossible to replace with any other content other than Mythic Raid and Mythic Dungeon loot. Okay, so that's the reason I've not suggested Mythic Plus up until this point, because it is a complete time waste. Now also, getting Mythic Plus below 14 and 15 keys also do nothing for you. The reason why: you're not going to get a high enough item level to replace in your PvP content. PvP is just too easy to increase this expansion, okay? And that's just the hard point. And since main stats, so agility, intellect, strength, they are so much stronger than your secondary stats that you always go higher item level over stats, which pretty much makes Mythic Plus irrelevant other than the weekly loot, right? So that's it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. To recap: standard PvP gear, bigger upgraded PvP gear, the 200 Conquest PvP gear. Upgrade that PvP gear to 213, and that's 1600 rating. From there, start doing Mythic Plus. This will get you into heroic raids, possibly mythic raids. Start also doing 14 and 15 gears with your 213 PvP gear to possibly get some trinkets, some rings, some neck. And then the only reason we do those Mythic Plus 14s and 15s again is for chance to get BIS weekly vault loot. But that's it, you guys. I hope you really enjoyed the video. Good luck. Hopefully this will do a big increase. You guys see here, this is one of the raids. I probably the first one to start doing it, and it's like a huge help to the guild once you guys start doing it. But that's it. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.